The Vanishing Hour. The Case of Amber Lee. It was 8:47 p.m. when the last text from Amber Lee's phone was sent. Just 3 words. I'm almost there. Amber was 26, a nursing student, part-time waitress, and the kind of person who left sticky notes on her fridge reminding herself to smile more. That Friday night, October 4th, 2019, she was headed to meet a friend at Linden Park, a quiet stretch of grass and cracked walking paths on the edge of Portland. She never arrived. By 9:32 p.m., Amber's phone stopped pinging. When her roommate couldn't reach her, she assumed Amber had gone out. But by morning, her car was still parked outside their building, driver's door slightly ajar, purse still on the seat. Inside, police found something strange, a folded note wedged under the passenger side visor. It read, "If something happens, check the bench." Detective Nolan Reyes, a 14-year veteran of Portland PD, had seen hundreds of missing person cases. But something about that note didn't sit right. Linden Park had 5 benches, and only one was close enough to a streetlight to make writing visible at night. When they reached it, there was nothing unusual, at first. But beneath a loose wooden plank, they discovered a burner phone, powered off, taped to the underside. Forensics later confirmed Amber's fingerprints on the battery cover. The phone contained a single video file. The footage was only 13 seconds long, a shaky view of Amber's face, illuminated by passing headlights. She's whispering, frightened but trying to stay calm. He's following me again. Same car. Black SUV. If you find this. She turns and there's a sharp thud, a door slamming, then the sound of gravel crunching under tires. The video ends. The timestamp? 8:51 p.m. For minutes after her last text, detectives canvassed the area, pulling every nearby surveillance feed. And there it was. At 8:49 p.m., a black Chevy Tahoe appeared briefly on a security camera near the north entrance of the park. The driver wore a baseball cap, head turned away. The plate was blurry, but the vehicle had a distinct bumper sticker, Vet Life. The trail led to Ryan McKinney, 35, a former Marine mechanic who worked part-time at a local auto shop. When officers arrived at his house 2 days later, he wasn't there. What they found in his garage was worse. On a dusty workbench lay a phone identical to Amber's, smashed beyond repair. A white hoodie streaked with dirt, and beside it, a torn notebook page, matching the handwriting on Amber's note. Check the bench. McKinney was arrested at a truck stop 60 miles south, trying to trade in his Tahoe under a fake name. During questioning, he denied knowing Amber, but phone records showed otherwise. His personal number had texted hers 3 times that week. All messages had been deleted from her phone, but they were still retrievable. The last one, sent 20 minutes before she vanished. Simply read, "See you at the park." Amber Lee's body was found 9 days later, less than a mile from Linden Park, buried in a shallow grave near the old power station, wrapped in a tarp, with a single item left on her chest, her nursing school ID badge. McKinney eventually confessed, claiming Amber had rejected him after he'd followed her home from the diner where she worked. In his own words, "She looked at me like I was invisible. I just wanted her to see me." He was sentenced to life without parole. To this day, the bench remains in Linden Park. Locals say on cold nights, the air around it grows unnaturally still. Some claim their phones glitch or freeze near that exact spot. But if you look closely under the streetlight, you can still see the faint letters someone carved into the wood. Check the bench.